Good afternoon. Yes, I'm from KASNEB and my name is Caroline. I don't come from any of the schools that were mentioned here. I am from Nyeri. But I went to a school in Malavin called Sorian when I was a small girl. But now I went back to my home area, which is Nyeri, and that is where I come from. And I work for KASNEB, and I've worked there for 20 years. I will be retiring soon. So nagoja mkuje mfanye kazi kwenye nafanya. Before I talk about KASNEB, kidogo tu, I tell you about my story kidogo. I won't take time, but I think it's going to inspire someone. Wow, I did my KCP KCSE long time ago. And when I was sitting for my exams, just before I sat for my exams, my dad passed on. And we are many. So I was not, I didn't pass very well in Form 4 because I was affected by the death of my dad. And therefore I didn't pass. And I was wondering, now, what do I do? Because I got a bad grade. It was bad. And therefore I didn't know what to do with myself. And I didn't want to repeat. And I was a blind girl. And here I have a bad grade. And of course I was a beautiful girl. So, and I was in the, and I was in the village. And then I was like, if I stay here, I will get married. And I will be married to a village boy. So kazi yetu itakuwa tuko tu hapo. I come from a village called Carolyne'S. Hata ukitafuta kwa map utaipata. So nilikuwa naona mimi nitaolewa na kijana mwingine hapa wa Carolyne'S. And then we start getting children here wakae tu Carolyne'S. And I felt like I wanted to commit suicide. But I didn't want to go back to school. And do you know what I did? And I don't want you to do that. I did that because I was in a fix. When I was, one day when I was coming from Soriani in Elgeiyo Marakwet, I had met a guy in the month that I was traveling in. And he was a student at KU. So he became my boyfriend. So at this time I was finishing Form 4, nikakumbuka kuna jamaa tulipatana. Nikiwa huko, nikitoka shule. And because we were communicating kidogo, but alikuwa ameniambia, mimi mtu kama hatapita kwenda university, mimi siwezi kaa na msichana mwenye hajasoma. But I went to their home and I convinced him that I want to get married to a graduate. And he took me in. And I got married. Nikatoka kwetu, nikaenda kuolewa Nairobi. But nikamwambia, I would really want to go back to school. Akaniambia hapana, wewe ulisema hutaki kusoma. Si ulikuja kuolewa? Nitakupelekaje shule? I got my first child. And when I was expecting my second born, nikaka in his room and I cried. I cried bitterly. Nikajiuliza, sasa hii ndio maisha yenye nilijichagulia mimi mwenyewe. Kwa nini sikurudi shule haki? So I cried. I really cried. When he came in the evening, I asked him, mimi nataka unitafutie kazi. Ataniuliza swali gani? Swali itakuwa gani? Wewe na hukusoma. Utafanya kazi gani? See, it was true. Nikamwambia kazi yote huko unaenda haki nitafutie. Akanijibu aje? Kwenye nimetoka leo. Kwenye nimetoka job. They were looking for cleaners and messengers. And you are one of the spoiled children. My father had money before he passed on. So mimi nilikuwa nasomea Soriani. So I was traveling. I was a spoiled child. So kaniambia huko wewe hujui hata kupika chai. And then I'm the 8th born in our family. And there are 7 girls ahead of me. So si hata kupika sijui. Because walikuwa wanapika, si ndio? So sasa wewe you know, nikazi sasa huko walikuwa wanatafuta mtu waku clean na wakupeleka mabarua posta. Akaniambia hiyo utaweza wewe? Nikamwambia wewe nipeleke tu huko. Wacha tu niende nikajaribu. Are you remembering I'm heavy? I'm expecting a child. Akaniambia nikienda huko next week, nitarudi huko next week. Nitakutafutia hiyo kazi. And when he went, sijui aliwaambia nini. Because they told him, enda umwambie andike barua. Application. Sasa application nitaandika nini? Of course I wrote and I said nimefika tu form 4 and that was it. And you know what? I got the job. Nikapata hiyo kazi ya clean. And I went to the office. Now when I went to that office, what was motivating me is the medical. There was some medical fee that I could take my child to the hospital at Nairobi Hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, using the medical. So I said, this is what is going to make me work hard. I will work very hard. Because of the medical fee, so that I can be taking my kids to the hospital. But when I was cleaning those offices, please remember, sikuwa mjinga, mkumbuke hiyo mziache. When I was cleaning the offices for those bosses, I discovered something, that all of them were just about to retire because they were old people. Then the next thing I discovered is that they had very few graduates. Actually, they had only 3 graduates at that time. Most of them were not graduates, but walikuwa wamesoma wamefika form 5, form 6 uko. So the 3 bosses were the ones who were very much in charge of the organization. Nikajiambia, niko na pesa sikuwa mjinga can I go back to school? Can I take myself back to school? I said yes, I can take myself back to school. The grade I had gotten that time would only allow me to do a diploma. So I went and did my diploma. You know what? I passed. And then I was like, I have passed well. Can I do a degree? Yes. I did my degree. I passed. I was refunded the money by this organization. Still, I'm still cleaning. I enrolled for my master's. I did my master's. I passed. So now, when I passed my master's, they advertised, I was doing marketing. They advertised for a job in the same organization. Can you imagine the way I was happy applying for the job? I applied for the job. I passed. So I was employed as a marketing officer. Remember, kuna watu nilikuwa naoshea hii ofisi. So mimi na hawakufanya degree, mimi ndio niko na hiyo degree. Kwa hivyo degree ni important. Nimesema si important. Okay, I know what you meant, sorry. So nikaajiriwa as a marketing officer. And do you know why I was employed as a marketing officer? In KASNEB, where I work to date. That is my story. And what am I trying to say? It is you who will become what you want because of the determination that you will have. As I am studying here, allow me, Daktari, to say that I'm pursuing my PhD. And I will soon be getting it. And I'm going to talk to you so that you tell me what to research on. So, mtu akipata ile grade utapata. Usiende nyumbani, usifanya kama mimi. Mimi nilifanya hivyo kwa sababu sikuwa na uwezo. Your parents maybe are able. They are able to take you to those schools. To go to those colleges and to those universities, and you become who you want to become.